Welcome back to the channel, everybody. How you doing? I just want to say I appreciate you guys being here. Today, we are going to talk about the third arc of One Piece, Skypiea. So I took a break from reading One Piece. I think I read the Alabastar arc last summer. Or maybe it was around this time I read it. I don't remember. It's been a while. But I decided to get back into it. I'm using like this Shonen Jump app, which is like $1.99 a month. And I decided, let's start reading One Piece. And of course, for the TBR, I wanted to read the next two arcs of One Piece to decide if I want to continue. And let's just say Skypiea did not give me the motivation to be like, ooh, yeah, I just want to dive right into the second arc that fast. It didn't do that for me. I actually think Skypiea was sort of weak. It felt like the first like 5 or 6 volumes was just exposition dump. It felt like that so much. And I'm worried that that's how One Piece is going to continue. There's really cool elements. I'm not going to sit there and lie that I think the world building in One Piece is awesome. I really do like it. I think the crew is just becoming better and better. You really are starting to see a lot of their characters and it's really cool. The best part about Skypiea, honestly, is you don't really see Luffy that much. And I've said this before, I'm not the biggest fan of Luffy, but you don't really see him that much. You actually are more focused, it feels like when I was reading it, you're more focused on like the rest of the crew compared to like Luffy's there. He does have his moments, but it's like, I didn't feel like I was seeing Luffy that much. And he was stuck inside of a snake for like half the arc because he thought it was like a cave and he kept punching it, but it's like, dude, it's moot. I don't know. It was just driving me nuts of how stupid the man is. But in general though, I think this is really a weak arc. I did not like Skypiea as much. I think the ending part was kind of cool until a flashback happens, and then the flashback is like over a volume long, and it's just like, oh my gosh, it kind of killed the pacing for me a little bit. And that's like one of my big gripes when I was like reading Naruto is, oh my gosh, flashback scenes just really kill the pacing in your books. I tell you what, especially when it's like in a really deep moment for a fight, it's just flashback. Oda showed a flashback of what happened 400 years ago on Skypiea, which is cool. I mean, that's cool to finally get that knowledge of what happened, but it's just like, dude, it just happened when the big battle is happening with Kama, I think that's how you pronounce it. Like one of the gods. It's like this guy that ate the devil fruit that has like lightning powers. And as soon as I saw that he can do electric, I was like, oh, so Luffy's gonna solo this guy because he's rubber, which made sense. But he did do some ways to where Luffy couldn't like beat him pretty easily. He used heat, which was pretty cool. But I felt like this volume, I just felt like this arc was like 2 volumes too long or something. It just didn't feel, the pacing in One Piece was really hard to get through. I think maybe that's just me. I feel like a lot of people, when they talk about One Piece, a lot of people who are not big fans of it are like, dude, it just takes forever to get to point A to point B in every arc. And I definitely can see that in Skypiea. Now, I think it's Water 7, I think the next one's called, which is like everyone talks about. It's one of the better arcs. So I'm excited to get into that. I will be reading that probably in April or early May, somewhere around there. I have a lot of other books I gotta read. But in general, I didn't like Skypiea as much. If I had to give it a rating out of 5, I'd probably give it like a 3 out of 5. It just wasn't the greatest. I think I gave every single volume in that whole arc a 3, just because it wasn't very good. I just was like, really? This is it? I don't know, I'm really trying to see the magic of One Piece, and maybe the next arc will do it. If the next arc doesn't make me feel like, okay, I could read the next one eventually, then I'm not gonna continue reading it. Maybe, and that's the idea. Every season I want to read manga, I want to read one series. So who knows, maybe One Piece, if the next arc is really good to the point where I'm like, all right, I'll check out the next one. That's what I'll do for over the summer as well. But I don't really see myself doing it right now. Let's hope it changes. But right now I'm not really feeling like I'm a part of the Straw Hat group, if that's what the cool kids say. I don't know. I'm not the biggest fan of One Piece at the moment, so I guess we'll see what happens. If you guys made it to the end of the video, I do appreciate it. What did you guys think about One Piece, the Skypiea arc? Did you guys like Skypiea, or did you not? Are you kind of like me where you kind of feel lukewarm about it because you're like, really, this is it? Or are you the opposite where you're like, Zach, you are an idiot, you don't know what you're talking about? I would love to know your opinion down below. And of course, make sure you guys stay safe, stay humble, and tell someone you love them. I'll see you guys in the next video. Stay weird.